Hey guys, what's up? It's Sean1604 coming at you with another update on our Celtic Football Manager 2012 story. This is a little bit further on than what I had planned to do. I've got a little bit further in to the game now than I planned to do my next update, so this will be a really quick catch up. There's a lot to get through, so we'll need to get on as soon as possible because this is probably going to be quite a long video. Last time we were up to the Europa League second qualifying group stages with AZ Alkmaar. We'll go into that. As you can see, I'm obviously on the next season here, which is why it says we're fourth in the Clydesdale Bank Premier League, because that's next season. So this is a review of 11-12 and the transfer window and how we're sitting right now. So this was the last league game we were up to, Motherwell. We won 2-0. The subsequent game we won 3-2, so I'll just quickly roll down here. We can see how we got on. Kind of forward as the season went on, to be honest. Had a few decent results. This one 3-2 against Dunfermline, Forest, Baba and Hooper getting on the score sheet, and next one after that would have been Aberdeen. We won 2-1, Hooper getting 2. They did get one back just before the game finished. This was a disappointing result, obviously. 2-0 away, lost to Rangers. We had injuries galore, pretty even game actually, to be honest, but just wasn't a great one. Adam Matthews scoring an own goal as well, so not great. By that time Rangers were getting back into it, and this didn't help either. 2-0 to St Johnstone. I think by this time now Europa League was catching up on us and we were getting a lot of injuries, different things happening, just not really playing very well. This was a good result, 3-0 away to Kilmarnock. Pascali on goal, Hooper and Forest. Next one after that is when we went into the Premier League Championship group. We lost 2-1 away to Hibernian. They missed a penalty, it could have been worse, and then we scored an own goal in the 85th minute, so yeah, not going great at this point. We really had to pick our act up, and we did against Inverness. This 6-2 game was a big game. Hooper scored 4, Johnny Russell and Just Hoyveld also getting on a score sheet, who I've had back on loan now from loan, and he's doing quite well for me at the moment. Gregory Taddy getting a few goals for them. 3-0 to Dundee United. This kind of cemented us winning the Premier League, to be honest. By this time we were quite far ahead. We just had to get, I think it was 1 point from our last couple of games. Managed to draw 1-1 away to Hearts. Again, not great, but we'll take it. And then the last game was 1-0 away to Rangers, and it was lucky really we got a result in that game. So that meant, if we go into the league table, if we change it to that, this is how we ended up. We closed 6 points clear of Rangers. Great goal difference, but we did falter off, could have been better. Really shouldn't have dropped as many points as we did in the end, but hey ho. Let's go back into the fixtures quickly, and we will show you the Scottish Cup. Okay, so got through the final, and this was an epic game, I must say, like epic. We went 1-0 up, they pulled one back, we went 2-1 up, they pulled one back after getting someone sent off. They pulled the game back twice. They were leading 3-2 when Kevin Kyle scored. Having been one man down, they were still managed to do that, and then we scored in the 99th minute, which obviously was an extra time to get it to 3-3. They had someone go off injured just before the end of the game, been down to, what would that be, 9 men. We went down to 10 men when Joe Ledley went off injured because I used all my substitutes already. We didn't dominate the game as much as we should have, considering we were a man up for a lot of the game. They got someone sent off in the 39th minute, so that was pretty awful. And then look at that, penalties, awful, just appalling. We deserved to lose it, so yeah, that was our own fault. League Cup, lost 2-1 to Rangers. Going on goal, Lee Smith and Wallace in the 70th and 80th minute. Not great. So by this time, the only thing we had left, Europa Cup, and we went out of this as well. 2-0 away from home. I thought it was a great result. We had a good chance of going through at home, and we lost 1-0 at home. What can you do? Pretty even game, only one shot on target. That's probably what cost us, to be honest, but you know, what can you do? So out of all the cups, we ended up with one. We ended up winning the Premier League. That was it. not happy with that, if I'm being honest, but what can you do? After that, when we get into the new season, I've revamped my coaching staff. That's the big thing that's changed this season. Hired a lot of different coaches, got rid of a lot of the old ones, and got really good scouts in, scouting out for talent and stuff like that. So, and I've obviously been offered a new contract. Went up to 10.25 grand a week. So yeah, that's how we're sitting just now. These are our staff. We've improved in a lot of areas for staff wise. In terms of transfers, I'll go in and show you them. Transfer centre history. Right. So this was last year. I think pretty much showed you all of these. Thomas Rongi was the big one out. Got a good fee for him. And obviously Georgios Samaras. And this was this season. So, I needed a goalkeeper because I couldn't get Fraser Forster. He did not want to. He probably would have signed a contract, to be honest, but Newcastle were wanting too much money than I was willing to pay. So I decided I wanted to get my own keeper in. I wasn't happy with Ferronzi, who's on my reserve squad at the moment. He probably will develop, but I'm not really banking on him being my number one. So we went out and bought this guy, just a young kid who has the potential to be a really good player from what we can see. He's already playing well in the reserves. A left-centred attacking midfielder. He's going to be good probably when he's older. Also bought in David McCaffrey, a young central defender who's good potential as well. Both went in my youth squad. This is one the board decided. I asked them to deal with the transfer and they bought this guy. He was touted by every single one of my scouts, pretty much were telling me to buy him. So I did, and he's played well so far. 7.86 rating, 3 goals. 2 of them, to be fair, were just in my last game, but he has played really well and he's got really good stats, and he's only 23. So Johan Molo came from Granada, who got relegated, which is probably why they had to sell him. Got Ben Ramos on loan for the season, just as a cover for the goalkeeper. I didn't actually request that. Man United just sent him because they're a parent company of ours. Always try and get them in as a parent company because they're a good one to have. This one was already agreed. Monty Gimpo coming in, young central defender again. Just strengthening up this part, just developing him. Hopefully be good in the future. Keko was a young attacking midfielder. Plays a lot of positions, good stats. Again, potentially be quite good. He's very similar to James Forrest, similar age-wise. Probably a little bit better stats, to be honest, but we'll see how it develops. And this was the big one. I didn't think this guy would sign for me, to be honest. Had to get a goalkeeper. Paid a lot for him. 7 million. He's good stats, he's young, he's going to develop. I was going to try and get him on loan, but then just to buy him. It is over 48 months. I'm happy. Dear contract. I didn't think he would sign for me, to be honest, but he did. 23 grand a week. I'm hoping at least I'll make a profit on him when his contract runs out. I don't think he'll re-sign for me unless I do well in Europe. He came from Chelsea, the youth squad at Chelsea. I really doubted that he would sign, but he did. So there you go. I just made 6 million because, as we're about to see, if we jump into this year's fixtures, where are we? Fixtures. If we change that to this one, so this is how we're sitting at the moment. Won our friendlies. Obviously, they don't really matter, but we won all our friendlies. I'm not going to run through them because there's no point. This was the big one. We got our unknown team. I'm not going to try and say that name, but they play in the Bosnia-Herzegovina League. Trounced them 5-0 at home. So which is what you would expect. Few goals there. Just Prestia, who's my young central defender, who's coming on well. Matthews, Brown and Hooper. I need to stop doing that. Then 3-1 again away from home. Molo, who's my new signing, Wilson and Ki Sung Young. Next game we got, this was the playoff, so we had to win this one as well. So we won 1-0 away to Slovan Bratislava, who play in the Slovakian league. Charlie McGrew with a free kick, which was good. Next game was 1-0 at home to Dundee United in league, which I was happy with. That was a really I just played that game actually not too long ago today, and that was a really hard game, as evidenced by the fact that my goalkeeper was the man of the match. So that's not what I was looking for. Stats, there we are. So that's my new goalkeeper, proven his worth already. Then we did lose. Sorry, we did draw 0-0 at home at Ross County in the first game of the season, which is bad because they were the ones that were just got promoted from the first division. So I'm unhappy with that game, but what can you do? So that leaves us fourth at the moment in the league. This is the one I just want to show you quickly. We won 4-0, which means that we're in the group stages of the Champions League. Baba won't go into from Molo. So there we are. This is the reason I just increased my wage budget actually, because I was getting into Champions League, so I'm now up to 360k. Don't really know if I've got that much. Yeah, I've got 31 grand to play with. I'm going to offer Gary Hooper a new contract, and that's my first protocol. I've also planned to improve the youth facilities, which will be next year. It costs 3 million. I got 6 million for getting into the Champions League, so that's well worth it. This is the reason why I'm running. I've only got about 3 minutes left, but we're going to the group stages for the Champions League, see who we get. We're seeded third, which is good. We've got a decent coefficient. Just got into the third actually. Napoli beat Rangers, who I'm assuming will now go into the Europa Cup qualifying to try and get into that. Hopefully they will get into Europe, because it means that they'll have more games to play. It'll make it harder for them, but let's run through this. Do it quickly. Chelsea, Bayern, Barcelona, Marseille, Liverpool, Porto. I never know that team's name. No, I really need to figure that out. Anyway, Shakhtar, Sporting, Villarreal, Man City, Tottenham, Schalke. That's a decent group. So is that Zenit, Sevilla, and AC Milan. I would take E, F, or G here. Yeah, I would take E, F, or G. Wolfsburg, Olympiacos, Juventus, Copenhagen, Paris Saint-Germain, Celtic. That's a great draw. That is a great draw. Porto and Zenit, Ajax, Athletic. Who will get last? Besiktas. So there you go. That's the draw for the Champions League. We've got Porto. So that could have been worse. Besiktas and Zenit. Now, I don't know myself, but I think that's a pretty good draw from obviously going on real life. But that could have been a lot worse. Bayern and Liverpool, Barcelona, Man City, Juventus. Geez, Marseille and Tottenham, Liverpool and Schalke. There's a few good groups there, so I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. So we'll see how we go in the Champions League this season. Hopefully we get some good money. Just quickly look at maybe the fixtures. Where are we? Group F. Does it show the matches? Nah, it doesn't. Right, okay. Anyway, so this is where we are. So yeah, we'll catch up hopefully again a bit quicker than last time. We'll try and get another video out a bit quicker next time, and keep you updated on how we're getting on in the league and the trophies and all the rest of it. I do have player awards from last season, which I'm not able to get through in this video, but we did win a fair few of them. Wrong Player of the Year went to Forest. Player of the Year went to, I think, Charlie McGrew, and Joe Ledley got an award. Gary Hooper got top scorer. We've done really, really well. But we'll follow that up as we go along. If you get any questions, comment, rate, subscribe obviously. Try and keep us up to date. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.